In this final video, I'm going to show you how to make the model's head, face and hair. I'm using the same coloured paste that I used to model the body. So I coloured this with Sugar Flare Chestnut, so just a tiny little bit of paste colour. And now I'm just softening out the area for the eyes. So I'm making quite a deep eye socket and then smoothing it over with my fingers. Now for the nose, I'm using the Dresden tool, so it's the wider end of the tool. I'm pressing each side of the nose, not pressing into the face, and then I'm smoothing over the area with my fingers so that it's nice and soft. So I'm just gently and carefully shaping the bottom of the nose now, and then I will smooth around that shape. And now I'm pinching a little bit more of a shape into the bridge of the nose. I'm using a modelling tool here with a softer tip just to add a little bit more definition around the side of the nose and to form the nostrils. So as I'm working, I'm still softening the rest of the face with my fingers just in case I leave any sharp marks. So I'm forming an eye socket now, again using the Dresden tool and using the wider end of it, and then rolling two tiny balls of paste and just popping those into the sockets. I'm adding eyelids now, so I've rolled out a thin piece of paste and then pop them in place and smooth and soften the joints. Once that's done, I'll just trim away any excess paste from the corner of the eyes. Now I'm adding the same to the bottom of the eyes. So this time I'm using a slightly thinner piece of paste and then just joining those in again with the soft tipped tool just to make sure it's all got a nice smooth finish. I'll just flatten the area now, ready for the mouth to be added, and then just softening around the sides of the mouth. To form the teeth, I'm starting with a small piece of paste, so I've tapered it slightly at each side and then just pressing it down into the face a little bit more to make it nice and flat. To form her lips, I'm adding thin strands of pink paste. So I'm just trying to get it into the right place and then I'll trim the ends. I'm trimming a little bit of the paste away here just to narrow the lips slightly, and then with the soft tool I'm just going to shape them a little bit more. For the irises, I'm using a tiny ball of brown paste. And once I've got that in position, I'm just pressing down to flatten it onto the eye. And then with an even smaller ball of black paste, I'm going to form the pupil and then flatten that onto the iris. To make eyelashes, I'm using really thin strands of black paste, and they're just popping those onto the bottom of the eyelid, and then using the tool just to get them into the right position, and then just smooth them in a little bit to keep them in place. For the eyebrows, I'm using thin strands of brown paste, so applying a little bit of water first, and then using the tool to get them into the right position, and then just pressing them onto the face a little bit. To start the hair, I'm flattening out some brown paste, and I'm going to cover the whole of the back of the head with that, and most of the top of the head also. Now once that's in place, I'm just cutting off the excess paste, and now it's ready to place into position on top of the body. To create the individual hair strands, I'm using the sharp end of the Dresden tool, and I'll create those strands all the way around the head. I've modelled 2 small balls of paste for the ears, using a little bit of water just to help them stick, and now using the ball tool to push them onto the head, smoothing the joint slightly, and that will help them stay in place. So now I'm making a bun from a small ball of brown paste. I've created some strands in the bun, and then I'll just place it into position at the back of her head using a little bit of water to keep it in place. I'm making some curly strands of hair for the front of her face, so just rolling some thin pieces of paste and then wrapping them around a cocktail stick just to make them curly, and then popping them in place to form curly wisps of hair. I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, then please remember to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any suggestions for future tutorials, then please let me know in the comments below.